Cut. Are we in?
Looks like it for now.
We're in this. Hey.
Yeah, hopefully we're coming through.
Yeah.
Nothing on that one.
Oof.
Well, I don't know. I downloaded the data at one point. Maybe she's already in there. Would that count as like?
No. You'll still get loading. Hey guys, I'm Steven Sanoski-sama. This is Roman. He's rolling right now.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream. Or at least the first time we're streaming. You'll probably be watching this offline if you're watching this.
Yeah. We're testing this out, see how it works.
Yeah.
And if it works well, then it's probably be the way we do it from now on or something.
Yeah, I like it. It goes straight to YouTube. I like it.
Yeah, it should go straight to YouTube.
Yeah.
So we're here to discuss the new season of anime. Yep, there it goes again. Don't know what's going on with this. We keep getting an error here, so we're not sure what's going on because it's connected to a LAN cable, so we should be fine as far as internet goes.
Right.
So I don't know why it keeps telling us. I guess OBS is having issues or something because it says that it's not receiving enough video. Which
is fine because we really want the audio.
Yeah. So I guess it's okay. We'll see how it is after we stop the stream.
Yeah. So we're learning like you guys are learning.
Yeah.
So.
See how it turns out in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, we're going to be discussing the new season of anime. Only 3 shows this time.
This time, yes. To start with.
Sano hasn't caught up on everything yet. Only 3 shows, which is why we're doing 3. But Kaguya, was it Shikimori?
Yeah.
And Spy X Family, or Spy Family, however it's pronounced. Is it Spy X Family or Spy Family?
I've said Spy X Family, but I'm not an authority on this. So.
I'm just asking because I know for like Hunter x Hunter, it's most people just pronounce it Hunter. So
I mean, if you want to say Spy Hunter, I'll say Spy X Hunter or Spy X Hunter. Wow, Spy X Family, and then we'll go from there, and then works.
I don't know. Well,
yeah.
Well, I don't think it really matters too much. I'm just kind of wondering because I've heard that it said both different ways, so I'm just wondering which one's the correct way.
Well, the dub is going to be coming out real soon, so I guess we'll find out.
I guess.
The authority is about to speak. So, yeah.
Who's doing it? It's Funimation?
Well, Crunchyroll.
Yeah,
Funimation doesn't exist because they can't keep their stuff in their pants.
Right.
Their hands to themselves. So, but, thank you for reminding me we're live streaming. I was about to cuss.
Oh.
Not yet. Too early to cuss.
It's too early for that. We're still only 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Almost 4 minutes in.
Yeah. What is it? The rumor is 10 minutes. You have to be 10 minutes over before you can start cussing and not get reprimanded.
We're going to put that to the test.
Yeah.
Well, Sano will put that to the test. I don't really swear all that much.
You bet your ass. Ass is not a bad word, okay?
Yeah, not really.
I was saying that I was going to bet my pet donkeys in the back. All right?
Oh,
you haven't heard me? You haven't seen my pet donkey?
No, you've hid that from me.
Yeah, it's behind all the Nendos and Weeb stuff.
Does it make you waffles?
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
So, and there's like 15 shows this season, man. It's wild. And you haven't even started on Dress Up Darling, have you?
No. No. But I am caught up on everything that I'm watching this season.
Okay.
There's like 8 shows.
Jeez.
The 3 that we're going to be discussing. Plus a Heron-san, Love After World Domination, I Quit Heroing. What is the other ones? Please Don't Hurt Me, My Healer, and I think that's about it. Not a whole lot of action stuff, except for Shield Hero.
Yeah, I was about to say Shield Hero, which I haven't gotten around to, but by this weekend I'll probably have it caught up.
Yeah. And, as I was telling you off stream, I haven't started Season 2 of Komi yet, because I haven't finished Season 1. So there's no point starting season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, these rolls suck. Sorry, I'm rolling for Brynhild right now on FGO since she's got a banner and she's just ignoring me. Even though I got my team made up of both Sigurd and Siegfried and Jan Alter. I threw her in there because of the event.
Super soon today.
Yeah. But no, she doesn't want to show up.
One's soon, one's yon. But yeah. Man. Yeah, I'm appreciative. So as of when tonight hits, after the recording, or around the end of this recording, you're going to get your 5-star ticket. That goes live tonight. Do you know who you're going to get?
I'm not sure. I was thinking either... God, what's her name from this last banner for Olympus? Was it Olympus or was it the last one?
For permanent?
Was it Europa?
Yeah, Europa.
Yeah, either her...
The second banner, yeah.
Or I was going to just NP5 Sanzang. One of the two. Because I got her at NP4.
Dude, I got her like at NP7.
Well, it seems like I get to NP4.
And then stop.
And then they don't want to show up anymore.
Yeah.
So I never get them at NP5. The only one who didn't do that was Scotty. She gave me my NP5.
Who are you trying to roll for?
Right now?
No, for when you got NP5 Scotty.
I think at the time I was rolling for Drake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they had her banner and Scotty's at like
at the same time.
Same time. Yeah. And Drake didn't want to come, but Scotty did. And then I got Drake like a month later, just in a regular banner.
That's how it goes. I got NP5 Spishtar Ishtarin. All I wanted was one Calamity Jane. So I got 5 Ishtarin and only 1 Jane. Because that's how it be sometimes in Gacha.
Yeah.
So, but I did get writing Shiroko after I got regular Mashido, and I was like, oy vey.
Right.
And so yeah, in Blue Archive, I'm done. I'm done until the bunnies.
And one more 11 roll, and
that's a wrap.
I get to go cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no loading.
Oof.
Then again, I didn't get loading on at one point, and I got a CE I didn't have. So I don't know.
Yeah, RNG is RNG. There's no rhyme or reason. The only answer is to just throw money at it.
Mm-hmm. But I can't do that right now.
Oh.
Easter's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Got to buy food for the, well, I guess barbecue we're having.
Yeah, I just did that today. I went out shopping.
I find it funny that my cousin is the one that put this together, and me and my grandma are the ones buying all the food.
How's that work?
I don't know. She's the one who was like, we should do something, like have a barbecue for Easter. I'm going to invite everybody, and just about everybody's showing up. She bought like some hamburger, like the ground beef. And what else did she buy? Waters. And we're buying... I had to buy another ground beef because the ones she bought weren't big enough. She bought the 3-pounders instead of 5, and there's going to be too many people for that to happen. We're buying ribs, lumpia, steam buns, chips, all this stuff. And that all she bought was some of the ground beef and waters.
I mean, ground beef and water, it's a party, man.
Yeah. I'm just going to skip. Yeah. That was a min roll. Alright. I guess I'll wait for your rerun in a couple days and try again.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, because I'm definitely not getting her this time. But yeah, I'll try again later. So, okay. I do actually have one announcement this time. Because I know usually you ask me and I have nothing.
Okay.
But this time, I actually got something.
What's up? Hit me.
Opening a soda.
He's cracking a beer. Don't let him fool you.
I'm going to be doing videos again.
Oh, snap.
But not reactions.
Okay.
They're just going to be reviews.
Okay.
because I can't compete with these people who overreact to everything on their videos. I guess people don't want genuine reactions. They want people to jump up and down in their chairs and yell for everything that happens.
Oh my god, Kingdom Hearts 4! Oh my god! Ah! Ah!
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
I don't know why you're so excited about Kingdom Hearts 4. It ain't gonna come out until PlayStation 5. PlayStation 6. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say 5's already out.
6.
I actually didn't know about Kingdom Hearts 4 until I saw something on YouTube. And I didn't even watch it. I was just like, okay, cool.
That's okay. I didn't even know the Fire Emblem Heroes was getting a sequel. It's the Fire Emblem Muso. I didn't even know that was getting a sequel. It's coming out in June.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's only like 2 months away.
Yeah.
And they just now announced it?
No, I guess they got announced last month.
Oh, so 3 months before.
Yeah. I'm like, all right. So, yeah, I feel you on that one.
Yeah, so only reviews from now on. That's all I'm going to be doing. No reactions from me anyway. Like again, I keep saying this, that if Belle decides she wants to come back for One Piece, we'll do it. But she hasn't said anything, so that's why there is nothing for One Piece. For those who keep asking.
So let me ask you then, at least in terms of One Piece, are you still watching it on your own? Are you still keeping up with it?
I'm not watching it, but I'm reading the manga.
Oh, okay.
So I'm caught up.
Okay. Did they ever reveal Yamato's gender yet?
I mean, Oda said she was female, so...
Okay.
That was a while ago.
Thanks, Oda. Thanks for clearing that up. Then he immediately went back to his Netflix money?
No, then everybody got angry because he said he was female.
You know, well, we might touch on this too, but you saw what they were saying about Spy X Family? Off the first episode!
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
Jeez.
About how they're sexualizing Anya.
Yeah.
It's like, really, people?
And immediately it was like, well, we found all the ones with the daddy issues.
Yeah.
Keep outing yourselves, please, by all means. Oh man, yeah, like I said, man, this is why, I keep giving you crap about the whole Disney Marvel Western Comics thing too, because they've done what they've done in that industry. Now they're trying to creep their way in here. Granted, they've always been around. Obviously, there's always been the why does it hurt? Back must hurt. Those people, but they were always mild, man, and they usually got shut down. But now, again, these days, man, the shit that they're saying, there's my cuss word, is so vile and over the top. It's like, wow, man, wow.
Well, now they got social media and everything, so
yeah, and they're just like infecting each other into a giant circle jerk. It's just like, wow. So yeah, it's disturbing, and so that's why the first thing is like, well, if that's what you think, how a father reacts or acts with his daughter, and you think that's absurd, then like I said, we found the one with the daddy issues. Never had a daddy cheer them on and comfort them and say good job and all of that. So
right.
So, like I said, we'll get more into this at Spike Store. That's kind of why I wanted to do it at the end too, because it is, like I said, it's the one that has the spotlight. It's the most hyped show. It's gonna get as much of a positive reaction as much of a negative reaction, because people, again, we saw it with Uzaki, they just want to latch onto its popularity. Nagatoro just want to jump onto its popularity.
Yeah.
Komi, you see it over and over and over again. They're just trying to make issues where there is none. So. But yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, now that I mentioned it, have you seen Moon Knight yet? Or are you waiting for the whole thing?
I'm waiting for the whole thing.
Okay.
I think it's only 6 episodes.
Yeah,
and it's already halfway through.
Yeah.
So I only got another 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah.
So
okay.
Be able to watch it next month.
Okay. So, but yeah. Well, damn. By next month, I'll be done with school, with university.
Nice.
Like done. So they were trying to offer me another internship. They were like, "You want to go work for the State Department?" I was like, "Yes, but no." I was like, "No, I do. Don't get me wrong. I want to, get my foot further into the door, but not like this. Not like this." So yeah. So I already delayed my graduation by a year. So I was like, "Yeah, no."
Yeah. What would you be doing in the State Department? The same thing?
I'm
or-
pretty sure it's the same thing. So, answering phone calls, basic level bitch stuff, envelopes, mails, requests. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, other than that, it's that's also why there was that big gap too between the 2 months, when it was between us recording earlier this year and all that. But that was on me. So, Roman's over there. He's chugging along. He's a good diligent weeb. I'm the one that's gumming up the works here.
Sometimes I'm a good diligent weeb.
Yeah.
Other times I'm sitting at home watching music reactions.
Hey.
And it's like I'll just watch a reaction for everything. That's me.
Well, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. That's a lot of most of the times or most of the days when something comes out, like a game comes out, I'm just like, oh well, that'll be on GDQ. That's how I'll learn about it.
Yeah.
So I wait for the speed run to come out and just give me the TLDR version of it. So
Nice.
Like Elden Ring, for an example. I know that that's super popular, but it's like I know it'll be at GDQ, so I'll just watch them beat it.
Didn't somebody post on the Discord that somebody beat it in like 8 minutes or something?
Yeah. It's a Souls game, so I believe it.
That's just crazy to me. It's like how? I'm not gonna watch it to find out. So
it's usually like go to the merchant, buy a firebomb, go into like a level 50 area, throw the firebomb, which does uncalculated damage, so it's not based off your stats because it's an item.
Right.
So and then it's like just keep throwing this item at that enemy until it drops dead, and then you get all the experience. So now, boom, you're level 50. Now you can go clear the game. It's basically how it usually goes. Really, seriously. Unless it's like a 100% run or a low percentage run or something like that. But typically, when it's like an 8-minute run for a game like that, that's usually how it is.
There was a isekai anime that came out that was kind of like that. What was it again? Something Rhapsody. The guy got brought into this like game world that he was making. And as soon as he got there, he used this like spell that he had in his like list of skills. Killed a ton of different monsters, including a dragon god, and just automatically like boosted his level up nearly like max.
Yeah, I would love to say I know that that isekai, but to me it's all sword art. So.
Well, this was better than sword art, so at least to me.
So my mom was over here. She's all like, "Oh, you're gonna take me to go to the movies this week?" And I was like, "Yeah, I didn't know you want to watch Jujutsu Kaisen."
And then what'd she say?
She's all like, "No, I want to watch Father Stew." It's like, okay, it's Easter weekend, So.
I heard about that. That's the Mark Wahlberg movie.
Yeah,
where he becomes a priest or something.
Yeah, so you can ask for forgiveness for the sin that's uncharted. I'm just kidding. If anything, he should apologize for Max Payne. That's what he really should apologize for.
Max Payne.
It's okay. Unlike a lot of other actors, it only took him 2 video game-based movies to get it right. So.
What was the other one?
Well, Uncharted apparently got its money back. So.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't know if it turned a huge profit, but it got its money back.
That's also probably because of Tom Holland, since he was just in Spider-Man.
Right.
I mean, sure, Mark Wahlberg is a big name too, I guess.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. No, I know. That's probably definitely it, and it's so funny given the history of that game where Mark Wahlberg literally aged out of being Nathan Drake. That's just funny to me.
Is that what they said?
Well,
basically,
the movie was announced way back after the second game on PS3.
Yeah.
So, and they were like, okay, he's gonna be Nathan. And then that was it. They had no idea who was gonna be Sully, but I guess they kept shelving it and then bringing it back, and then shelving it and bringing it back. And then, Sony just has been making that plunge because, they made, 1 or 2 Ratchet and Clank movies?
Did they?
Yeah, they made one for sure, and it had an actual, theatrical release. But then, the next one they did was Uncharted, and so, here we are. So, but by that time, it was already, 2018, whatnot, so they had to work around Tom being in all the Avengers movies and all that, so.
Huh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so That's pretty much how I'm going to spend my... outside of that, if I'm not going to the movies with my mom, then, I don't really have anything planned except for working on my finals and working for my application, so...
Yeah.
My top secret application that I don't want to speak about because I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to put it out there. Although people close to me know what I'm talking about, but for the most part, I'm not trying to sabotage myself, so... But,
yeah, no jinx.
Yeah. Swipe or no swipe.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I know that my friend also posted Dobby's new look in My Hero, I guess in the latest chapter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so my other friend, Ramon, who was on the podcast, last year, from the comic shop, and then he's all like, oh, I can't wait for Minetta's power. And I was like, Minetta's the most powerful one, man. Can't wait for that Minetta OVA to come out.
Minetta.
Him and purple balls. Too strong. Hey, it's got to be something there, man. He now that I think about it, too, if he could get into Hero Academia, then I can get into my university, too, right? And he got in there over the guy who could read minds.
Right.
So, he got into the hero program over someone with an actual superhuman ability. So there's my then, but it's fiction. Shut up. Let me have my hope.
Right. You got it.
Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I have Plan B lined up too if Plan A doesn't fall through for me. But either way, there will the weeb continues. So, I don't know how much my soul can take though, because you had me watching Dress Up Darling last season, and now you have me watching Shikimori is Not a Cutie, and it's like. To be fair, though, I don't know the vibes that you got, and it could just be me and my anti-male toxicity, but it was like, oh, it's a show with an empowered female main character. I like it. So, and I'm curious to see, and because people were already comparing the two. They were all putting Shikimori up against Marin, and then they were basically like back off, bitch, I'm the best girl of the season. And it's like, okay. But it's... I want to know... I wonder if the main character, like Shikimori herself, is like... It turns out she's like an alien or something, or like from the last Krypton or something. The last Kryptonian.
Like a Supergirl?
Yeah. She thought it was Superman, but he was actually the second to the last.
Yeah. I mean, well, she did kick that sign.
Yeah, right. Right. So, that's got me curious, but I mean... I like it. It's so far. I like it. I do think it's very similar to Dress Up Darling in that, the main character is like beloved, everyone likes her, but she's also like, oh, not me and all that. So she's got her vulnerabilities and she's got obviously her strengths. Literal strength. But yeah, I thought that this was good. It almost felt like this series was created to address that. It's all like, why are always females secondary in manga and anime? Why are they always so like gimped or they're not capable? And then they're like, fine, the dude is in the bitch role. All right, now the dude is the one being rescued. Mind you, we were just talking about Boku Hero Academia, where how many female characters are in there?
A lot.
And how many are them actually? Good.
Toga.
I mean, she survived, so as much as I don't like the broad, the fact remains she's still standing, so...
Yep.
You can't dispute what's the fact. So, I may not like it, and I hope she gets her face punched in, but until that happens, there you go. Yeah. So, you wanted empowered females, there you go.
I mean, there's been plenty. But
I know.
They never pay attention to those.
I know. I know. It's like, we just got done watching Jujutsu Kaisen and all that, and how many are in there? And even when, like, Mikako Komatsu's Zenin Maki, even when she was getting her shit wrecked, she still was strong. Yeah. Still powerful. So it was like, okay. And then when they did have someone who was kind of a dope, they just made a joke out of it. Useless Miwa here.
Like, she's aware.
Yeah.
She knows.
So,
but that makes her funny, so.
Yeah. But it's also kind of in an awkward spot for us because this was literally like the first episode. and I watched it today before the recording of this, so I know that there was no other episodes out. So
Right.
I want to see what this evolves into, but yeah.
I think it releases on Sundays.
Okay.
I think. I could be wrong. But yeah, I think it's Sunday.
Okay. All right. So what did you think?
I thought it was okay. Like for a first episode, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the dude's kind of annoying. But I mean, it's basically the whole point. Is he's supposed to be kind of useless and can't take care of himself because he's like accident prone.
Right. Yeah.
And she like looks out for him, and I mean, I guess they kind of already addressed it with the guys asking, "Aren't you kind of like embarrassed?"
Yeah.
Having her always like look out for you and not being able to take care of her, or and I mean, then he got nearly smashed by a sign. But yeah, I mean, she's cool. I know that's not what she wants to hear, but she's cool. I don't know about the friends. They might grow on me later on, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really didn't have a whole lot to say about
Right.
this.
Yeah. I'm trying to strain myself too, because really the only things I can fall back on is comparing it to My Dress Up Darling, because obviously we're coming off that and people are already making the comparisons.
Which I guess I can kind of see, but I mean, really not, because that whole thing was mostly about like her cosplay, wasn't it?
That was like literally the cosplay over the characters, because underneath it was also like a teenager's love story. So it was him getting over his childhood trauma, coming out of his shell, and it was her. Also, it was Marin also kind of connecting with someone outside of her comfort zone, because she had all of her other gal pals, little gals, and all of that. But she's the other cosplayer, Juju-san, the little lowly girl.
Yeah.
When she saw Marin, she like wrote her off as literally Kostat. Someone that just does it for the attention, doesn't know anything. But then when Marin started talking about the show and her love for the character, Black Lubelia and Black Lily, the one that I tagged you in on Facebook, that was their cosplay together.
Yeah.
And so when Marin was talking about Black Lubelia, she was like, "Oh, she is real. She actually does appreciate the show." And me, that's a huge thing is gatekeeping in that regard. So I'm with Juju 100%. It's like, it's not a litmus test, but it's like, really, like, what are you here for? Are you really just doing it because you're a cause thought and you want to make a couple easy bucks off some poor simps? Or are you in it because you do care, you do like it? And you can even dislike it, but don't be a dick about it.
Yeah.
But when she was like, "Oh snap, Marin actually does like the show. She does like the character. She has her motivations for liking the character, and she likes the way that Black Lubelia interacts with Black Lily," Marin is legit. So I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. It's like that's so that the teenage love story is kind of like my bridge between the shows. At least that was my interpretation on it.
Okay.
So, but other than that, yeah, it was kind of like a very straightforward introductory episode. Like literally nothing was so like, why does he suck at life so much? And why is she so OP?
Right.
So, and then she also goes from like super cutesy to like face, like that.
That's her cool face.
That's her cool. Yeah. So
Was it even the theme song says you're more boyfriend than I am?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
Which is fine, which is fine. If that's the gimmick, if that's the premise of the show, where the female is rescuing the dude.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll watch that. I was gonna screenshot the part where he's all like, "I'll go get the balls," and I was like, "Yeah, do that, ASAP, please." So yeah, no, that would have just made Shikimori-san just upset. So
Yeah. She'd have had to come put you in check.
yeah. So, Like I said, once we got past the time limit, the self-imposed time limit, I was able to start cussing. Either go find your balls, or go find my balls, or go find the balls. I don't think that's cussing.
Well, I mean, the context isn't cussing, so
Yeah. Yeah,
maybe the undertones.
He was gonna go get the bowling balls. They were at a bowling alley.
Yeah, they're in a bowling alley.
So, yeah, man. So yeah, and you're not reading this manga, correct?
No, it looks familiar. Like, I think I've read a chapter or two.
Okay.
Excuse me. At one point, but I didn't keep up with it because the face looks familiar. Her intense face looks familiar. Or maybe I saw it on Facebook.
It's
on one of my pages that I follow.
It's Kurisu Sensei from Bokuben. We never learned.
Oh yeah.
It's Kurisu Sensei. That's what it is. So your mind is drawing the Bernstein Bears thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Bernstein. Yeah.
You know, they actually talk about that in Peacemaker. The whole Berenstain thing.
Oh God, James Gunn, why? Why are you like this? Yeah. So, well, I'll look forward to having that conversation where you compare Peacemaker to Moon Knight. So, but yeah, it's I don't know. Well, like so, we'll definitely revisit this. If anything, I think that we might come back in a couple weeks. Not the next episode. I want to give this a little bit of time to kind of evolve a little bit. Yeah. So, because this really is like, she's strong. He's a wuss. She doesn't like it when people point that out. That's pretty much it, you know. And
she's trying to get him to call her cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was it? Like the first 5 minutes, he says that she's not that cute.
Yeah. Says the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
Like a dork. Yeah. But you know, hey, this show is super popular, man. So I'm gonna see it. And like I said, I was pleasantly surprised with Spy X Family. I get it. But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see on this one.
I'll call a bluff. I'll call a bluff on Shikimori. He's not a cutie. So.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sold right now, but we'll see as it goes on.
Yeah. Especially since it really comes in at an awkward time, coming immediately after My Dress Up Darling. And I know that everyone is currently here in the Bay Area gearing up to go to Fanime the next month. And let's be honest, that's about to be Marin Kitagawa and your Forger Con. No, let's be honest with ourselves.
I'm sure there'll be some Anyas.
Did you see the one where someone photoshopped her into the mascot of 4chan?
No.
And they had the family portrait, so it said, your Forger is assassin, Lloyd Forger, spy, and then Anya Forger, was it racist commentator or something?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. It's like, oh, man, you people hate some popular shows. And they only go after the popular ones. Like, they're not making, like, angry tweets about Shikikomori's not a cutie.
No. I haven't really seen anybody talk about it, actually.
Yeah. Same.
What was it? I was on Twitter, and there's this YouTuber. I forget his name. But he posted a screenshot of, I guess, Mal's ranking of Spy X Family. After it came out, the first episode, and I think it was like a 9 something. And he's like, I can't wait for it to be number 1 and the Fullmetal Alchemist fans to bombard it with negative reviews.
Oh, wow. So it's on the My Anime list at number 9. In the 9th place, top 10?
No, it was like 9 point something. Like the number.
The rating.
The rating was like 9 point something.
Okay. That's funny. Well, we'll come back to that because I'll talk about the rating. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I really don't have much to say unless you want me to talk more about My Dress Up Darling.
No, I think that's pretty much it for that one.
Yeah,
I mean, there's not a whole lot to go off of from the first episode, really, except for what we already said.
Yeah. And I enjoy hearing Roman say it, so it's not just me. So I appreciate you in this regard because you're it's confirmation bias. It really is. But at least I know that we're on the same page here.
Yeah.
We both saw the same thing. So
I think for me right now, this is like just mediocre compared to just everything else that's out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of.
It's not the worst thing.
Yeah, not the worst thing, but it compared to what else we have to watch, it's not great.
It's not standing out. Yeah.
Maybe if it was last season, maybe it might have been up there with.
I mean, even last season when you had Dress Up Darling and you had Takagi-san, I mean...
Yeah, but Takagi didn't really get up that high on the rating.
That's because it was buried on Netflix. Yeah. So, I mean, as soon as... When it was on Crunchy, yeah, everybody was all over it. But then once it ended up on Netflix, yeah, nobody... Like, second season is on Netflix. Nobody who watched it. It just fell off. So, it doesn't... Like, the quality of the show, the quality of the characters, it's all still there. But that access just killed it. Go figure.
Yeah.
So, it's just Netflix.
I don't know. I mean, it's not like people couldn't find it elsewhere. I mean, I guess I still found all the Netflix shows elsewhere. It's not like you can't do it.
I know. So like I said, that's what I was doing with Comey because they were taking so long. They were like 2-3 weeks behind the releases. I was like, get out of here. No,
what is it? And, I mean, some people were watching it because it was making it on the rankings, but I don't know. I guess too many people were like, well, I'm going to wait till it's on Netflix and then watch it. And it's like, no, don't do that. You're going to be waiting forever.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think JoJo's also coming up pretty soon, too, but yeah, on Netflix, so.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think that's about it for... What is it, Shikimori?
Shikimori's not a cutie.
Yeah.
We'll come back. Hopefully she finds out if she's cute or not. Because right now she's kind of,
Should probably find out at the last episode.
Oh, snap. Oh, man. It took us 12 episodes to get here.
Right.
You know who didn't have that problem, though?
Kaguya?
Kaguya.
Yeah.
Picked up right after the school blew up.
Like, literally.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, they replayed it.
I completely... So... It was a couple days ago, I was in my FGO chat, and I was telling a dude, I was like, hey, just a friendly reminder that Roxy from Jobless Reincarnation is the same voice actress as Chica. And he's like, get the fuck out. And I was like, kid you not. So, Roxy is the little mage with the blue pigtails.
Yeah.
So, she's a big fan favorite. So, also, she got memed with that disgusted face. The Roxy disgusted face.
Yeah, you have to look that up.
Roxy Morgudia. Disgusted. I can't spell disgusted. Disgusted face. Me. There you go. You don't remember that one? I just noticed that they made merch. They made a sticker.
Nope. Yeah. Don't know this one.
Really?
Nope.
Yeah. So that's Chica's voice actress. Also, Mona from Genshin Impact. That's what the 3 roles that I know her as. But yeah. So yeah, but yeah. So she was a fan favorite. Unfortunately, she didn't really. She was very important in the beginning of the show, but then, like, for the first, after the beginning, she kind of like faded out, and then Eris kind of took over for the popular one or the main character. But yeah. Why is this relevant to Kaguya? Because that's how we opened up. We opened up with Chica.
Yeah.
And
eating an orange.
Yeah.
And blowing up the school.
Yeah. So I legit found myself laughing. And these days I'm kind of like, even when I'm watching like Nagatoro, well, I think Nagatoro I kind of laughed a little bit, but more so I'm just like kind of like just like you know, like just shaking my head. But Kaguya legit made me laugh. Like I was seriously like laughing. And I know I tagged you in some screenshots before we recorded this, but the Ino Miko being a dirty, disgusting Fujoshi just absolutely killed me. It's like, oh, her headphones are unplugged. Oh, well, yeah, that's cute. It's just some forest noises. The fuck? Is that a construction site? Is that a goddamn camel? And then the Ika-men started telling her pleasantries and how to improve herself, and I was like, what the hell am I watching? Sorry, what am I listening to?
Nothing good.
This show is fucking the show. So yeah, and then it went into the Kaguya can't use a smartphone.
Yeah. Oh, I got the Hayasaka meme.
Yeah.
Hayasaka lied
Well, as
naturally as she
breathes.
breathed.
So yeah. And they used that same format in the next skit with Chica about working out. So yeah, and then I pointed out in the Discord to the one guy. I was like, "Oh yeah, Kaguya or Aoi Koga is Kaguya who can't stop talking, and then she's also doing Komi who can't talk at all in the same season. Go figure."
Yep.
So, and with that scene with the smartphone where she was just like, and I was like, "Is that her?" I died. I died a little bit. It's like, why don't they cast this woman in more shit? Give her more money. Take a couple of roles from Aoi Yuki and give it to Aoi Koga. You have my blessing. You know, Aoi Yuki's done enough. Give some more to Aoi Koga, please. So,
Wow.
man, and so unfortunately, I'm sorry that Ino Miko has to get on the spaceship to the sun. So, because that's the rule with Fujoshis.
Yep.
One-way trip to the sun.
Off you go.
Oh, sorry. And that's how she studies, but that's the rules. If you don't like it, elect a new congressman. Vote in your primaries, people. So, but yeah.
I don't think that's going to help with Japanese students.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she's in the inner circle, so yeah, she is part of the problem.
Yeah.
But he and then Inugami too. I like he had a lot to do in the very first episode. I was surprised.
Well, he was trying to keep them from finding out what she was listening to.
Good guy Inugami.
Despite how she treats him.
Yeah. He's like, I ain't gonna help her. She's just gonna bark at me like a little dog. I was like, oh. So, which is funny too because I haven't kept up with what Tomita Miyu has been up to. I know that they announced Made in Abyss Part 3, which I'd say, I guess, and it follows the end of the movie too, so it's still carrying on.
Yeah.
But other than that, I have no idea what she's been in. Like, the last thing I vividly remember... Interspecies Reviewers?
She was in that?
Yes. Oh, she was also in Climbing Girls. She was in that too.
Okay.
And then Hidden Dungeon Only I Can Enter. She was in that.
Okay, so
she's been in things.
Yeah,
she has been in things.
Been doing a lot, actually.
Yeah. I tells you that, everything that I see these days is Aoi Yuki, Ayane Sakura. Yeah.
Takahashi.
Yeah. But yeah.
Darkness. No. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was good. It was good that they haven't skipped a beat. And what's funny too is that we're comparing that first episodes here, and you see what happened with Shikimori's Not a Cutie, and it's just kind of like, okay. Now, granted, this is the third season of a series now, but if you were just walking into it, you would still connect with some issue that they dealt with, like the being left on red thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot. But they can't all claim ignorance like Kaguya did. So, she's like, oh yeah, I'll just leave him on read. Yeah, I'll talk to him in a couple of hours from now. And Hayasaka's like, Yeah. But yeah, I also liked it too that Hayasaka was also made to work. Because I know that Hayasaka has a fan base. And I like Hayasaka too, just not as much as Chika and Ino Miko. So, yeah. If anything, I think that Hayasaka would probably be my third favorite. So, and then I like how President's sister was just working out. She's just doing stretches. It's just what she does. So, because remember, she was the meme face also from like 2 years ago now.
I think it's still going.
Yeah.
Well, she has a meme face now still.
Yeah.
What was it, the one where she like says, "Oh, well, you could just do this," and like, well, you know, and she just does that
the scowling face.
Scowl face.
Yeah.
Kind of scowl face.
Yeah.
It almost looks exactly the same as the first face, but just a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's still going, I think.
I've seen it a couple of times, just, but memes, they have a shelf life. But yeah, it was good. It was good that the band got back together and everything. Yeah, they didn't miss a beat. Jokes were on point, and I was afraid that after 3 seasons, like, the gags would be gone. Like, what else could you possibly run with? But they proved me wrong. 1 episode in, they made me laugh. They legit made me laugh. Because the second season really made me laugh.
Yeah.
The first season was kind of like, okay, this is kind of dumb, but it's okay, The first one almost seemed like it was just trying to parody like Death Note. The first season.
Right.
It was just like, how my plan to stop your plan towards your plan to overtake my plan, and I was like, all right, that's funny. But then the second and the third seasons, I think, just third season so far, I should say, clarify, is just absolutely destroyed it. I mean, I legit was laughing. So.
Yeah, definitely. The whole what do you call it? Arm wrestling competition.
Oh, the Muscle Queen.
The Muscle Queen.
Yeah. And then they were they were like, they weren't even trying. They made it look like DBZ. It's how like their muscles are gonna give out, and they're like, we're not even trying.
Yeah. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, it's a Tournament of Power.
Yeah.
Which was from Super.
Right, because the background was from the Frieza meme.
Yeah, it's from the Frieza meme.
Yeah, I think I'll ignore that. Yeah, I recognized that too. I forget that was from Super. I thought it was just Z. So that tells you how familiar I am with that.
Right. Yeah, no, that was Super. Last arc for that show, because I don't know whenever it's coming back. No announcements, no nothing.
Is he still making the manga?
Yeah, the manga's still going. Comes out once a month. 1 chapter a month. I think there are like 3 or 4 arcs past where the series ended. Or, I guess, Dragon Ball Super Brawly ended, because that's technically canon. So, yeah.
Until that Vic guy jacked it all up. But yeah. Yeah, Vic, however, is not in Kaguya, so.
No, he's not.
Yeah, now that you think about it too, they were bouncing off each other too. That was DBZ, right?
Yeah.
They were flying around bouncing, yeah. But really, all they wanted to do was hold each other's hand, which makes it, but actually, the most lewd show so far this season.
Yeah. Yeah, because they didn't hold hands in Shikimori?
Yeah, no, they did not.
They did not.
No. So
Nope.
this they didn't even put up a mosaic anywhere because Kaguya just goes in raw. So it's man, show's intense. Told you, man, it made me laugh.
That would have been funny though if they did put a mosaic.
Watch, that's gonna be up on YouTube now. We just gave him $1 million idea, million views idea right there. We're gonna do that. Just cut that whole scene in and put mosaics. So, but I like Inugami in his toxic masculinity. Ishigami, I was gonna say Inugami. Ishigami, yeah, that's what I meant. Ishigami.
I know he brought up dogs, but
yeah,
it's not part of his name.
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked when he beat Chica in the wrestling.
In the post credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's crying. My arm's broken. Like, your arm's not broken. You're fine.
Yeah. I liked her rant where she's all, I do 30 minutes of exercise and muscle training before I go to bed and all that, and then she's all like, you're just a giant wuss, and I was like, ooh.
Fighting words right there.
Yeah. 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 Chica's the best. Chica's absolutely the best.
And then she tried to cheat.
Oh.
Let's have a fair match.
When Kaguya called her a tramp.
Yeah.
Like,
Because she was holding the president's hand.
And I'm thinking about it too, and I was like, the whole cast is like all power. I don't know, unfortunately, who voices Ishigami, but I'm trying to think, but all of them are all exceptional voice actors. Makoto, who was it Furukama? Yeah, the guy that does the president. He's good. I mean, it's Achilles from FGO.
Yeah.
How can you go wrong? And then he was also was it Rolento from Vampire Dies in No Time.
Oh yeah, wasn't he?
Rolando. So yeah, that he's just on it. He can do it, and I'm actually very impressed he hasn't blown his voice out yet, doing all these yelling roles. So good on him, man.
You must know how to yell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it does take talent to yell.
Yeah.
Without hurting yourself.
Yeah. Because that gets a lot of these voice actors.
I just talk for too long and my throat starts to hurt.
And then obviously Saitama as well for One Punch Man, but who knows when that's coming back.
Well, it seems like they're just about done with the Garo arc. So, because he's fighting him now.
I saw that. But that's different from the guy that has similar powers to Saitama?
Which one? Blast?
Is that what it is?
Was he a hero?
I have no idea.
Number one hero?
I have no idea.
It's probably Blast.
What happened to King?
I mean, King is King, so... He's still around. Like, he still hangs out with Saitama, but...
Okay.
But yeah, he knows that Saitama's... He was actually the one that he's taking the credit for. Because every time a monster would try to attack King, Saitama would kill it, and then he'd be the only one around. Saitama would wander off, and they'd be like, "Oh, you killed the monster!" Like, yeah, I killed the monster.
Just want to play my PlayStation 4. Oh man. So yeah, he's such a good voice actor. He's my boy. I love him. He's my boy. I look forward to getting his costume next year in FGO. Achilles summer outfit. Yeah.
Oh, with God, who was the turtle? The dragon with him? It was Martha's.
Oh, Tarask.
Yes, it was Tarask. Who he also calls Big Sis.
Yeah. He
knows his place.
Hey, it's that when those two are on the screen together, him and Hayami Saori, man, they just Fubuki, man, all you Fubuki fanboys.
Fubuki?
Yeah, from One Punch Man.
Oh,
also Hayami Saori.
Yeah, so I don't know voice actors. So.
Yeah. and then in FGO or in Fate Apocrypha, I should say, when it was him and her as Adelante. So there you go. So Makoto and Hayami Saori. There you go. Can't go wrong. But yeah. But yeah, I'm afraid that Kaguya's gonna just probably end me. It's just gonna kill me. I'm literally gonna just die laughing. And man. Yeah. I don't know. Go ahead. I'm rambling. Go ahead, you talk.
I don't know. I've rewatched that scene of Ishigami beating Chika so many times. Like, I love the little noise she makes when he slams her hand down. And him jumping up and, like, celebrating beating her. She's crying about her arm being broken.
I liked how when they even first started the match, and he had like gotten flung like all the way across the room.
Oh yeah, against Kaguya.
Yeah.
He's like, it's a rock.
Yeah.
Using everything I have, and she's not budging.
And then actually, thank you for reminding me. The way they broke the fourth wall, because they were like, she got so strong because she does kudo, archery.
Yeah.
And then they started playing the opening song from the very first season. And so they were like, every time, so the reference is that every time it was the new episode, that's her like training, that's her practicing. So that's how she got so strong. And so they just kept repeating the opening like little notes of the song.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's pretty meta right there. So, every time the opener played, that was her literally getting stronger.
Nice.
So that was, yeah. Muscle Queen. Whoa.
What the heck?
Hi, cat.
And you almost knocked over the soda.
Come on, cat. Come on, cat. Come on, cat. Alright, there goes cat. Sorry about that. Cat wanted to get into.
Move that over here.
He heard about Muscle Queen, and, you know, that's his favorite character, so.
Yeah. Guess so. Muscle Queen.
Yeah, Muscle Queen. So. Yeah.
I mean, well, she had to win because her palm was sweaty.
Arm spaghetti. Yeah. Yeah, it was very, very random, but yeah. And they beat up on my poor Miko. You know, Miko. Little puppy. Aww.
She had it coming.
Hey, rude. Rude.
Now stop saying that when she stops being a jerk.
I mean, if Ishigami got on his stuff, then maybe she wouldn't call him a jerk.
No, not just about him. She's just kind of a jerk.
She had it rough, man.
I don't care.
Wow. This guy. It's just... Okay. Just mean. I think that's what's wrong with you. Mean.
I have my moments.
You know, Miko's doing her best.
Well, it's not good enough.
Even though she's a dirty Fujoshi, she's doing the best she can. So she turns to those guys for inspiration and motivation. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like such a turnaround because it's like you watch, and you know, I'm glad that I did watch Shikimori is Not a Cutie before I watched this, because it was like I went from that to being like, oh, okay, all right, well, it has potential, but we'll see how this goes, to just Kaguya like, that's the dumbest thing I ever watched and I love it. And yeah, it's by this time it knows what it wants to be, it knows what it is, it's established.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I do need to go watch the OVA though.
I still haven't watched that either. So I'll need to watch. I'll have to watch that too.
Yeah, I know that it's like super fan servicey because it's the OVA. So
that's fine.
Yeah.
I also need to watch the One Piece movie that just was released on that website you sent me.
Which one? The one from Netflix?
Yeah, One Piece Film Red.
Oh yeah. What is that? What it's actually called?
That's what the movie is called. Not the live action. The new animated movie that they just released. It's One Piece Film Red.
Okay. Well, let me know how it is.
I will.
Yeah, because I know that we were leaving the anime store a couple weeks ago. They were talking about Oda said I guess they're going to get a new member, or he's going to have 2 more new members before the end of the series or something like that. And then I was like, is it going to be Yamato? And then they were like, probably not. And I was like, then I don't care.
Probably, because she's in the movie.
Oh. Then Hayami Sawadi's getting paid.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't bring her. But then again, there were so many people that others thought were going to be joining that didn't. So, who knows? Like
Rebecca?
Yeah, some people wanted Rebecca. And then we got like a whole fleet of people and not her. But it's fine. I mean, I was one of the only people before this even happened to say that Luffy was going to get a fleet, but nobody wanted to listen to me. All they wanted to do was say, Luffy doesn't need a fleet. You're an idiot. And then he gets a fleet.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we haven't seen them since then, but he's got it.
You know, and I mean, to their point, I mean, you do like Amelia. So, I mean, It's kind of a credibility issue.
Yeah, nobody knew that at the
I'm
time.
kidding.
I hadn't even
I'm
watched
kidding.
ReZero since before then.
No, really? That's how long?
It was. I was in the military when I said this.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was in the military. I was in Japan.
He was literally in the motherland.
Yeah. And I was on some One Piece forum, and they were talking about, like, predictions, and I said that Luffy will... Well, I said that he'd get a fleet.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, he doesn't need a fleet. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And now look.
What story arc was going on when you said this?
I think it was... I think as far as anime, I had just finished Marineford.
Okay.
But I think it was a little further ahead than that.
Okay.
Like, I think they were just coming back from the time skip.
Okay.
I think, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Or maybe, yeah, I was just getting to Marineford. I wasn't done with it. I was just getting to Marineford.
Is Mihawk still around?
Yeah, he's still around.
Okay.
I don't know what's going up with him because the Marines were taking out all the what was it, Shichibukai? Things with yeah. It was taking them all out because they had just decided that they don't need them anymore. So they were going to round all of them up and throw them in jail.
Hey.
And ever since then, we don't know what happened because they showed all the Marines surrounding like everybody that was involved with it, like wherever they were, and we don't see them fight or nothing. So no, Mihawk was one of them. He has his island, who I think Perona is still on his island, so we had her. They were surrounding Amazon Lily, which is Boa's island. They were going after Buggy the Clown. Whitebeard's supposed son, who I don't think we have any actual proof that it's his son, but the mom that's with him says that he is. So, I mean, I guess. And then whoever else is involved. Yeah, they were going after all of them. But we don't know if they caught them all or not. Because they haven't gone back to that yet. Oda's very good at that.
About just dropping stuff.
Yeah, he'll put something out like that, and then you're like, oh, I can't wait to see what happens, and then you never see what happens. For like hundreds of chapters.
Well, now he's like on that the live action, so now you definitely won't ever see it.
No, he's still releasing stuff every week.
I'm sure he is.
Because we're just about done with Wano. Yep.
Okay. All right. So. Yeah. yeah. I'm just. Yeah. It's good, man. It's good. Kaguya, like I said, 3 seasons, still making me laugh. I didn't think so, and I think that it knows what it wants to be. It still can find new gags, and it's relevant. Like the whole red thing, I didn't think that you could actually make it that funny about being left on red.
Oh,
but especially when you see it through the lens of a teenager, when they're unsure of themselves, looking for acceptance and all of that. Something as simple as being left on red fucks with you like that. And I was like, yeah, it does. It can. So I thought that was pretty funny, pretty on point, pretty spot on, and I thought that was pretty relevant for like anybody, not just teenagers, like anybody. So,
well, thankfully I never see when anybody's actually read my stuff. Not that anybody's ever texting me, but other than you on the chat. But
don't mind me, I'm usually telling him how much Marvel DC stuff sucks, or look at this meme, and memes.
Yep.
And then
much
stuff related to the channel. So.
Yep.
But so yeah, I mean that's it for this discussion. Again, it's only 1 episode in, so I'm really stretching it here, but I was able to really laugh my ass off, and I'm glad. It put me in a much better mood where I wasn't as confused as Shikimori's not a cutie, so yeah.
Like, where's this going?
Yeah. Oh, I know exactly where Kaguya is going.
Yeah.
to the infirmary because you broke Chica's arm, you bastard.
Right. Broke her arm.
Jerk.
Some weak shut-in broke her arm.
Yeah.
Come on, Chica.
She's a love detective, not a love fighter, okay?
Well, after all that trash talk, you'd think she'd be better.
Well, she has an IQ of 3, so shut it.
That should just make her even more strong.
It's true. Look how aloof he is.
Right?
So, moving right along, unless you have anything else to add on to that.
No. I think you pretty much said it all.
All right.
Yeah.
So, tell me more about this rating on Spy X Family or Spy Family.
Let me see. It was the My Anime List rating. I think it was at like a 9.05 or something like that. Oh, the channel is Chibi Reviews.
Okay.
And his Twitter, he posted that and said, can't wait for the Fullmetal Alchemist fans to come and downvote this to hell once it becomes number 1. Like interspecies reviewers.
Interspecies reviewers not only had Tomita Miyu, it also had the voice actor for Subaru. So I mean, and it had Hikasa Yoko in it, and it had Mao. So I mean, say what you will about it being borderline hentai, it had a lot of prominent voice actors and voice actresses that don't do hentai, quite honestly. So I know it was on that list of the top 20 shows that are so lewd they should be considered hentai. I sent that to you. I think it was in 9th place.
Yeah.
But
I think that. And Redo was 8 or something like that. Yeah, number 1 wasn't one I've ever seen. So.
Peter Grill is actually on there too, and I was like, oh god. Oh, well, you gotta remind me.
Shimonetta was on there.
Yes.
Like, this isn't really...
Nah.
I don't think this qualifies.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a lot of dirty jokes.
Yeah, which is literally the premise of the show. Also, the first time that I ever recalled hearing Subara's voice actor.
Oh,
So
was he the main guy?
Yeah, he played the main dude. And because then it went from Shimonetta, then he immediately joined ReZero as Subaru, and I was like, oh, good on him. So he went from getting muscle bustered to just getting brutally murdered.
Multiple
repeatedly.
times.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think sexual assault was one of the ways he died, but, we still got more seasons coming, folks, so don't count them out.
Right.
But, yeah. Yeah, so that's funny. So, obviously, we've mentioned this show because you can't deny its impact on both sides of the ocean. The manga just sells out. It was on the top 10 charts of graphic novels. I mean, it
took you forever to get your volume 1.
Yeah, and it must have been a sign because I got an email today saying, your order has shipped, your order has been fulfilled. And I was like, what the fuck? And so I emailed them back and I was like, yo, did you send me a copy of the manga or you sent my money back?
Because I asked you to refund me.
Yeah, I was like, I already got it.
And what'd they say?
Nothing. They haven't responded yet. I sent it right before we started this recording. So I'm like, what am I going to do with the second volume 1? I think I could just sell it and get my money back at least.
How much was it?
Just regular price. It was $10.
I'll buy it from you.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll buy it.
All right. If it actually does show up, then yeah, it's yours.
Yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, I don't want any profit off of it. I just want my money back. I already got it. I don't need it. So, and
going by the way things are, I'll have a hard time finding volume 1 too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And the fact that it was number 1, it was like I didn't know that about how the Japanese ratings things work, but I know I think I sent it to you, but I definitely posted in the Discord how it got a 3.1 or 3.2% ratings on the TV for that time slot.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, so proud. And I was like, really? Off 3%? But I guess because there's so much programming going on that gets tracked, that getting 3% of all of that, especially I guess for an anime, I guess is really, really good.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, because here in the States, I guess. Well, in the States, really, outside of HBO or something, our major networks are the only ones that like compete, and we have like 3, maybe 4 major networks. So it would basically be like a top 4. So it would be whoever garners more than 25%, if my math is right, is the one that's like, oh wow, it's doing gangbusters. So
yeah.
But over there, it's like they were so proud. They're like, we got 3% of the viewership of like everything going on at the time slot, and they were like, which is funny too, because when I finally did get to read the manga, and the first setup where Lloyd goes and actually solicits Anya, picks her up, and all of that, and sets all that up, I thought was kind of weak because it was just an introduction. I was like, oh, okay, but really, I really wanted to get to Yor.
Are you sure solicits is the right word to use, considering what's going on?
Yes, that was an intentional choice.
Okay.
So he adopts Anya. And I thought that was kind of it. I get it. Again, it's introductory. We need to set up all the characters and all and whatnot. So I understand that. But it wasn't really until he gets to Yor or picks up Yor that it really was like, then it was just off to the races. So, yeah, but it got there, and I guess a lot of people were already like, they knew what was coming, they knew what was happening, and all that. So, yeah. Are you were reading the manga, right? You were reading the manga online?
No,
you were. I thought you were.
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
I haven't read any of it.
Oh, because you were sharing clips from Becky, Anya's classmate, and I was like, where you were in the panel where she's like talking in code because she saw Lloyd and couldn't talk right anymore.
Yeah, that was because I saw them on Facebook and I thought they were funny.
Okay.
So I just posted them.
Okay, got it. Okay.
A lot of manga type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I actually make a comment saying that I really like the series or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I just find it on Facebook and I think it's funny, so I'll post it.
So, hold on, wait, back up. Wait, what timeline are we living in? So you're telling me I actually have read the manga, and I'm ahead of you in terms of that regard?
Yeah. For Spy X Family? Yeah.
What is this? What is this? What is going on here? And, I will admit, Spy X Family legit had me laughing like watching Kaguya. Like, there was things that were so dumb in there that I actually was legit laughing. And I know that obviously you know of the main characters. You know Lloyd, you know Anya, you know Yor. And that's just because you've been on the internet in the last year.
Right.
However, I want to see the character Daybreak.
See another spy. Since his codename is Twilight.
Yeah, see, you already kind of know what's going on, or where it's going.
Spy X Family.
Anya face.
Daybreak.
Yeah, Daybreak was pretty funny.
Was he in the first volume? Oh, wait, you got like 8 volumes, don't you?
Yeah. I let my coworker borrow them. Yeah, so I wanna actually get to her. So yeah. Oh, sorry, I said Daybreak. Daybreak was funny. Nightfall.
That's her name?
Yeah, Nightfall. Spy. so read that, and now tell me you can't hear that in a Hayami Sawari voice.
I don't exactly know Hayami Sayori's
She only has one voice. It's Hayami Sawari voice. Listen to Martha in FGO, then listen to Mel Lillis. It's the same.
Okay.
Listen to Adelante. Put them all together, all the same. It's all Hayami Sawari.
Just as a reminder.
Yes.
I don't get attached to voice actors. I get attached to characters. So if you tell me, imagine this in her voice, I'm not going to know who you're talking about.
I declare objection because you are Aoyuki's biggest fanboy.
What? Oh. I was about to say who? It took me a little bit. I was like, wait a minute, who? All right, Diane.
Yes.
From Seven Deadly Sins.
The one that I haven't seen. Yeah. So I think that the way they're going, and they're doing 2 core, so they're doing 2 parts, which is funny because back in the day we just call it a season. We call 26 episodes a season.
Yeah.
20 years ago. But now apparently they call that 2 cars or 2 parts, and it was like, okay. But I think that they're gonna end not too long. I think they're gonna end right around volume 6. I want to say, but I hope that they do get to Daybreak. I hope that they do. She's pretty funny. If Yor is everything that's kind of like innocent about the espionage world, Daybreak is kind of everything that's the opposite of that. It's everything that's terrible and awful and tragic about the spy world. But yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I yeah. Yeah.
So is she a spy or an assassin or?
I yeah, you know, you're just gonna have to watch. You're just gonna have to watch. Like I said, it was. I get it. I get it. It's Mission Impossible. It's Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It's. Oh man. I don't even know. It's James Bond. The dog's name is literally Bond, and you saw it in the opening episode. Anya was codename 007.
007.
Yeah. So Project 07. So they get it. And it's a lot of like the Cold War stuff too. So if you watched or if you played like Call of Duty Cold War, you saw a lot of that. A lot of like 60s, 70s technology. In one of the author's notes in the back of the book, he actually wrote that. He said that I went for that, you know, Cold War 60s, 70s aesthetic, but then he goes, but some of the things that I ended up putting in there aren't part of any of that era, because he's all like, I still did want to keep it kind of, you know, a manga. I wanted to keep it over the top.
Yeah.
So you see that a lot of cars are like in the 70s. Their television set, for instance, looks like it's a 60s set. It even has the feet on it. However, you know, he's using masks, rubber masks, like Mission Impossible. Yeah. So, and then he has gadgets and whatnot, too, and all that, so.
Well, you can't be a spy without gadgets.
Yeah, correct. So, I want to say that I think, like, the 3rd episode, though, with the castle. Oh, I want to know who they got to play Daybreak. I want to know who's going to be the voice. Who's going to have the balls, the female balls, to go up against Hayami Saori. I want to know. I want to know, damn it.
Sure, because this is Nightfall.
This is Nightfall, so it's the opposite of Twilight. So.
Yeah, but you said Daybreak.
I'm sorry, I'm confusing you. That's different because that's a different character. Daybreak is a different character.
Is that the guy that was this guy?
Yeah. So no.
No, that's just.
So this is Twilight and Nightfall. They're in costume. They're in character. This is them. Well, I don't think it's a spoiler per se. So basically, Twilight trained Nightfall. So that's like the protege. And she's pretty much almost as OP as he is.
Okay. And Twilight is our main guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twilight is Lloyd. So Twilight, Lloyd, Forager, same guy.
Okay.
So, but right now they're in character. They're in costume.
Okay.
It's like I said, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. You know, I'm a simple man. I see dumb, I laugh. I just.
Right.
But man, I let my coworker borrow them because I was like, oh yeah, the new season's starting, and we were talking on Teams. I mean, you know, on our break, of course.
Yeah. Of course.
He also plays Blue Archive too, so we were talking about that on and off. But
yeah.
He said that, oh, yo, dude, he's not like, people have been telling me to actually go watch Spy X Family, so he's like, I think I'm going to read all those mangas this weekend. And I was like, bruh. I was like, the animation Studio Wit and Cloverworks. I mean, two good studios that aren't named Ufotable, KyoAni, or MAPPA. Even though MAPPA really, you know, MAPPA's been around for a minute, but they got off the ground with Jujutsu Kaisen, God of High School, Zombieland Saga. But now they're kind of a household name. But yeah, those two, you know, Studio Wit, I mean, they did Vinland Saga. You know, and now when everyone's like, name me an anime, but none of that cutesy shit, I'm like Vinland Saga. Literally an anime about Vikings. How are you gonna go wrong with that?
You can make them cutesy.
You could, but then I wouldn't recommend it for someone that want something cutesy. And so it's them, and then I don't. Cloverworks is a spin-off or a subsidiary of A1, but every time I hear Cloverworks, I instantly just go to Babylonia, and now the Solomon movie. So.
Oh yeah, they did that, didn't they?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, those are two really good studios. So it's like, it has all the elements of being a good show. So, yeah. But yeah, because I think I still. What did I do? I think I put it away here. Hang on, I'm pulling the volume down for Roman.
Is this the first volume?
No. He still has them. Hopefully he's able to finish it.
Well, he did say he was going to read them this weekend. Right, this weekend?
Yes. Yeah. So I was able to get 5, 6, and 7. So. Yeah. So. I want to say that, given it's going to be 2 parts to add up to 24 episodes, I want to say they're going to get through Volume 6. I really, really want to say they're going to get to Volume 6. But, you know, and I think that was also the delay, is because they did all of it all together. Because it's going to be constant. So it's going to go through, I guess all the way through the fall.
Cool.
So... But yeah, that yours brother.
Was he a soldier?
You could say that. I mean, what does his uniform remind you of?
A soldier?
SS military police.
Uh-huh.
So to avoid all of that too, they call him SSS. Was it state? State Secret Services or something like that? Yeah. Basically Gestapo, but totally not Gestapo. They won't totally come knock on your door and take you out. Totally won't do that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So, but that's you know. And also, if you played Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid, it also kind of reminds me a lot about that as well. Where there's a lot of like spy versus spy versus spy stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like everyone is like always portraying everybody. So in other words, Yor doesn't know that her brother works for the secret police agency. So so this is the cover of Volume 7. And so then Anya does that. So look at that little brat. And then that's Becky. That was the one that you shared, because when she sees Lloyd, she's just like, oh, he's like the handsomest guy ever. Oh, he's so adorable. So like, Anya, don't be rude to your dad. So she has a crush on her dad. So,
yeah, so we're actually going to get some to that point, huh?
Yeah. So
I'm assuming that's going to be kind of early, like what, maybe episode 3 or 4?
For
her to show up.
For Becky?
Yeah.
Yes. So if I was to do a timeline of events, the next episode will basically be all dedicated to Lloyd meeting Yor and all of that.
Right.
And then the third episode will finally be when they get to the academy. And then given the fourth episode, that'll probably be finally Anya entering the academy. So. But you know, you just don't fuck with Jaime Saori, man. You just don't. I mean, you know, and that's really what I want to say. I want to see this get animated, because that's what she does to you. She's just an absolute monster. So yeah, so she breaks character. Nightfall never breaks character. So, it's so dumb. It's here. You can borrow that. Well, let me get you the other ones. Let me get you volumes 1 through 4, and then when he brings those back, when my coworker brings the other ones back, I'll give him 5, 6, and 7. And And I think that's all of them out here in the States, at least. I think 7 was the last one. Because I randomly just saw it when I was ordering some replacement toothbrushes.
Oh, okay.
So
you bought this, you might also like.
Yeah, you might also like Spy X Family Volume 7. Oh, I do like that when I'm brushing my teeth. Thank you, Amazon. Thank you, Jeff Bezos. You're pretty good when you're not fucking over Lord of the Rings. Anyways. But yeah, yeah, it's pretty funny. I will admit, I get it. I get the hype. I get the understanding. And I keep telling everybody. I may have even mentioned this on the podcast previously, but it's so funny that these people also hate the idea of a traditional nuclear family. Yet one of the most popular series, franchise, manga, anime, it literally has a nuclear traditional family.
Yeah.
Where the father is the one. I mean, granted, they're both working parents, but they also both share household responsibilities, cooking, cleaning, and all of that. And everyone loves that. They love that concept. So they can't stand it in real life. However, if it's in a manga or an anime, they eat it up. And I find that absolutely hilarious. Mind you that I'm literally now going to, in a month from now, graduating in that field, in human development.
Yep.
So it's like, for me, I'm not an expert per se, but I'm educated in the field.
Right.
And I still find that fucking hilarious. That literally the word family is in there, and it's not a fucking single mom. that they're all like reading voraciously, putting volume 1 out of stock for months on end. So, yeah. So it that just makes me hilarious. But the fact that it has such a strong cast, so dumb, and it's the guy really went out of his way to just keep the humor going, and yeah, Yor is my favorite character. I want to say that Nightfall will give her a run for her money, but where I'm at too on Volume 7, Nightfall kind of pisses off into the wind too. So, we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if Volume 7 is where they it's Spy versus Spy. Oh wow, this is actual illustration. Is it chapter 34? No, I'm actually trying to look it up.
Sure, you shouldn't just look at the table of contents and see what chapter these go to, if they have one.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Yeah, it should be in that book.
Oh, and that's the other thing too, is that for all that ranting and raving I just did, Yor actually is physically stronger than Lloyd.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, she's an assassin, so.
But if you, it's like we're talking like Shikimori level strength right now, man. That OP. Like, she kicked a fucking car. She kicked a car.
Wow.
It's she's channeling that Melt Lilith right there.
Well, you got to.
Yeah. Okay, maybe that was an online thing or something, but yeah. So he did the same thing, the artist there. So we got the cover there, and then his special illustration right there.
Marriage license.
I know, man. I'm spoiling it for you. Sorry. I'll stop.
It's cool. I mean, it's not like I haven't spoiled stuff for you.
Well,
I mean, especially about 100 Girlfriends.
I didn't really count that as a spoiler because if anything, I attributed that to you selling me on the series. So you were like, "Oh, she's horny 24/7. Oh, she's lewd and has big boobs." Not wrong.
Yeah. Not wrong. So, but still, I mean, I was even after you got the first volume, I was talking about stuff that happens like at like chapter 80 and.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I accept that. But yeah, I don't know. What did you think? What were the vibes that you got off this first episode, off the pilot, essentially?
I really liked it. I did like right away catch the nod to 007, but James Bond. So they weren't really hiding it. So I guess just people who haven't watched any of those movies.
So it's Spy Family is Kaguya-Sama.
Yeah.
I wonder what's the 2 popular shows of the season. But continue. Go on.
Although my favorite line from the first episode was when he's thinking after she's what was it, when she was trying to buy that thing, and he was like, "Is this kid actually stupid?"
You're gonna get that a lot. You're gonna get that a lot. Because for how OP Anya's powers are, like as a telepath, she's still a little kid.
Yeah.
So you get all that innocence and whatnot. So
yeah, just look at the innocence on her face.
Yeah. Well, her dad says you better smile out in public, or else I'll smack you. Just one across the face. Because it's such an abusive father relationship.
And that's the smile. The smug look. Her smiling.
People are dumb. So that's advice her mother gave her. So she's all like, "Yeah, whenever someone is mad at you or something, just smile at them and it'll calm them down." So she doesn't really know how to smile naturally. So you got smug on you, smug peanut. But yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of it. Can't wait to see what happens. I guess eventually they get a dog. Is that in like the first few volumes?
If this was 5, he's like volume 4. I think it's 4.
Oh, so he's kind of late.
Yeah, because it's like the covers. What do the covers go? The covers is like Lloyd, Yor, Anya, and then Bond, and then
these people.
Yeah. So. I just noticed on the bottom of Daybreak. I never noticed all the cards in the chocolates. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think that knowing you, I think that you're gonna probably prefer Daybreak than Yor. I just have a feeling that that's kind of your type. But I wouldn't be surprised too if you come up Best Girl's Handler. All right.
Who?
The Handler.
The Handler.
Yes.
Is that another code name, or is that actually?
Yeah, that's it. She actually has a name. Yeah.
So it's a code name.
Yeah. So yeah, Sylvia Sherwood. That's her name. But there. Oh well, I believe in Sylvia Sherwood Handler supremacy. Okay, so yes, this is from the back of the last manga. They give her a little short there. So. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know. I just don't know how much screen time she's gonna get in the whole thing. So, but yeah, catching the prime minister or whatever in a toupee, in a fake toupee. Apparently, that just destroys all the politics.
Right.
So, but yeah, if only it were that simple. But yeah. Well, if it were that simple, I would be out of a job. Let's put it at that.
Well, they also said he was a traitor and was secretly working with the other side.
Yeah.
So
that's what he goes. I don't think they've announced his voice actor. I don't think they've announced Yor Breyer, or Breyer Yor. I don't think they did. Stern Hayami Saori noises.
And who's that?
That's one of the other characters. Yuri. I said Yor. Yuri Breyer, yeah.
Yuri.
Yeah. So Yuri. They haven't announced Yuri's voice actor yet. Briari.
Mm-hmm.
Manga. So let's go to his wiki page. He gives me what's his name? Main character of Attack on Titan. Gives me those vibes. Aaron, thank you.
So I'm gonna hate him.
Yeah, probably. he's a sister con. He's a sis con.
Ah.
Yeah. I mean, he's funny, but yeah. Yeah, they haven't announced him.
As long as he's funny, I can forgive him for a few things.
He's basically like, so the whole reason why he does this, right? So, look, see, there it is, the SSS. State Security Service, there you go. So the State Security Service is because he wants to, make a good world for Yor. Because they lost their parents really young, so Yor basically just took care of Yuri, in their childhood and all that, so... he entered the military, because it's a guaranteed job, and he wanted to, make a world where his sister doesn't have to work or can live pretty good. So, however, in the meantime, while he was out there studying and being a nerd, she was being trained as a goddamn assassin. So, which Yui is, I don't know how the anime is going to do it, but in the manga it was pretty funny because she showed up with blood all over her dress and she'd be like, here you go with a basket of shit. And she's like, hey, and she's all smiling. And he's all like, I never view it, but she was like at the butcher shop all the time or whatever. She worked so hard for me, so now I got to give it back. So, when he's interrogating dudes, he's just like, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to go meet my sister's new fiancé. So you just want to hurry up and talk already. You'd be doing me a great favor. I love my sister more than I love hurting you. So, yeah. So, like I said, he's funny. I think you'll appreciate him in that regard. I don't know how popular he is, but, knowing how you kind of have a warped sense of humor. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Both of his parents passed away, leaving both Yor's orphans come to be poor and and this time Yuri began developing his sister complex, Siscon, when he began doing everything good to make Yuri to shower him with her affections, eventually to where he's a diplomat until about a year where he began working for the SSS. So, yeah. So, yeah. It's fun, and it'll be interesting to see how they carry it out. And yeah, it's kind of weird too because when I actually thought there was going to be more action scenes in it, especially given what the previews showed. But then when I started reading it, I was like, no, there's actually a lot more dumb humor than action. So it doesn't detract, but yeah, when we get to the tennis scene with Daybreak and Twilight, that'll be interesting. Don't be surprised though if it does kind of go into episodes that don't really tie into each other.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden you're gonna get 3 or 4 episodes that'll be part of a story, because that's how it is in here. Most of the chapters are not connected. They're just kind of one shots, a day in the life of, or
yeah,
whatnot. And then all of a sudden it's there's a story that takes half the volume is the story. So when Bond debuts the dog, when he gets in there, that he's a story arc. Daybreak is a story arc, but Nightfall, he's a one shot. He's just one chapter. So yeah. But yeah, man. I get it. I seriously can buy the hype. Yor is gonna be super cosplayed to death. So look forward to all the lewd night Yor cosplay. $25 on my Patreon. Join OnlyFans.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a thing. But yeah.
Cool.
So Hayami Sawari noises. Aww. Well, this is just the manga covers combined. But yeah. Aww. So that's basically it.
Cool.
This one almost looks like Cleopatra.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah. I wonder if they're gonna do a Yor OVA where she just goes off.
What, killing everything or?
Yes. Siscon. Yeah. Don't worry, bro. Me too. Hayami Sawadi makes me feel funny too. It's all good. Hayami Sawadi showed up on Aoyuki's birthday stream. Just throwing that out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When was this?
For like Aoyuki's birthday. It was. I don't know when her birthday is. I know, right?
Yeah. I'm surprised.
What a bad fan. In March.
March 27th.
It was last year, though. Last year. But yeah. All right. Yeah, that's all I got. Like I said, I'm excited. I want to keep watching it, but at the same time, too, I don't want to spoil it for you.
Right.
This is Aoyuki's university. But anyways, yeah. So. Yeah.
All right.
That's all I got. That's all I got for now. I'll get you the manga. You can read it. So.
Cool. Looking forward to it. Finally read it because I was looking for it on my app on the phone, but they didn't have it. I'm assuming because it was licensed, but they have other stuff that's licensed. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't doubt it. You know, because like I said, it's so popular. It's probably got so many eyes on it right now, and they're all trying to cut down all the piracy. It's like,
Yeah, I get it. I just wasn't happy about it.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's like, why? Why are you doing this to me?
Jerks.
I just want to see if I like it so I can buy it.
I know, right? That's what I said too. I was like, why is this so popular? And the only reason why I'm doing it for this one and not like Chainsaw Man, even though I probably would like the characters a lot, is because I know it's a Shonen Jump. So there, it's got like 300 chapters and whatever. So I'm like, okay, this one I think is a little bit more manageable.
Is it over?
Spy Family? I don't think so.
So it's still going?
It's still going. Yeah.
All right. Man, taking them forever to get that guy from the school.
Yeah. Yeah. She's gonna graduate before that happens.
Yeah.
Anya's gonna graduate. But yeah.
So one thing you can spoil for me.
Mm-hmm.
How old is Anya? Actually.
6 years old.
So she is 6.
She is 6, yes.
Okay, so she wasn't lying.
No.
Okay.
So, yeah, she was a science experiment.
Yeah.
They don't really come back to that. They do say that it's the same lab that experimented on Bond, on the dog.
Oh, the dog was an experiment too?
Yeah, the dog was also an experiment. But she is 6 years old.
Is Bond 008?
Wouldn't that make him Sean Bean? Or he was 006.
Was he?
I think so. And GoldenEye? 006. He was 006.
He was 006.
He was 006, yeah.
Surprised they didn't give 007 to Bond.
Yeah. No, Anya was Project 007.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm surprised they didn't give it to Bond.
Yeah.
I guess that would have been too on the nose.
Yeah, true. And I forgot how she came up with the name too, because it was right after they like did his whole arc, and then they were like couldn't come up with a name, and yeah, they just said Bond, and then to just even further make it even worse, they gave him the little what's his name? Who's the Daniel Craig? They gave him the Daniel Craig bow tie. To just really sell it. So, because most of the other Bonds did. Well, I guess they did. They've worn bow ties.
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
So now I was like, no, they haven't. No, yeah, they have. So I just really remember it being prominent on Daniel Craig. But yeah, so they gave him a little bow tie. So
cool.
Yeah. So like I said, though, he's not adverse to tying it all into spies, movies, franchises, and all that too. So, but yeah. And like I said, I appreciate the character too, because they're always like, oh, anime sexualizes women and all of that, and then Yor just comes out and just like smashes faces. So
they got Anya for that, so.
Yeah. You just took it there, man. But yeah. It's good. It's good, and so I'm pulling up volume 6. So after the Daybreak fiasco, so they're in there, and so then there's like, she thinks he's cheating, and then she's like, and so then, he's going in there. So that's why she drank, because she's like, I can't do this sober. So she does all that, and then it's all like, kicks his ass. So it was at this time too when you can tell he really got comfortable with his animation, with his anime or manga style.
Yeah.